wanted to do this documentary so people wouldn't have to always stare and take pictures, because we don't like when they take pictures, so they just knew who we are and stuff.
And before I even sat down, one of the people said, run after them, hire them, give them the job.
Abby Hensel's husband, Josh Bowling, recently won a significant legal battle over the paternity of a child. This victory came at a crucial time, as their marriage already faces unique complexities due to Abby's conjoined life with her twin, Brittany. Despite Josh being named in the lawsuit, DNA evidence cleared him of any responsibility for the child, proving he was not the father. While this legal matter has been resolved, it casts a spotlight on the challenges the couple must continually navigate. Could this controversy shake the stability they've worked so hard to build, or will they emerge stronger from this ordeal? Stay tuned for more on their unique journey, her marriage and Brittany's independence amidst legal saga. Even though she and Brittany are conjoined, they lead separate lives in many ways. She is committed to her husband, while Brittany is single and focusing on her own life. Looking into his background, it turns out he is a nurse and an Army veteran. He also has a daughter from a previous marriage. On top of that, he was part of a complicated legal case over the paternity of another child. But that was cleared up when tests showed he wasn't the father. Just as they began to settle into this complex family dynamic, she received an unexpected letter one evening. The envelope was thick and bore a legal firm's emblem. Inside, a document claimed that he was, in fact, implicated in a new, undisclosed case related to his time in the military, a secret that could unravel everything they had built together. This result must have been a big relief for him, who was trying to clear his name and avoid being tied to responsibilities that weren't his. They haven't made public comments about the situation and seem to be focusing on raising their blended family in a peaceful and open way. They are even thinking about growing their family, possibly exploring non-traditional options, considering the medical challenges that come with their situation. The way the twins live is unique, as each controls one side of their shared body. She controls the right, and Brittany controls the left. This sometimes leads to misunderstandings about their personal lives, but it's clear that her relationship with Josh is separate from Brittany. At the wedding, he was seen dancing and showing affection only to her. Some people thought it might have been a good idea for her to wear a wedding dress, while Brittany could have worn something like a maid of honor outfit, making their roles at the wedding more distinct. But this wasn't the biggest challenge they faced. Planning a wedding under such unusual circumstances is already complicated, and the clothing choices could have been influenced by what was practical for them. Even with all these complexities, they are eager to move past the paternity issue and focus on their future. They might even share more about their lives in the future, perhaps through a reality show or personal updates. He, who is married to one half of the renowned conjoined twins Abby and Brittany, has been accused in a paternity case initiated by his ex-wife, Annika Bowling. This legal action comes about 2 years after their private wedding in 2021. The case was filed due to concerns about the paternity of Annika's youngest daughter, born after their separation in 2019. The controversy has sparked significant public and media interest, especially given the unique public profile of the Hensels, who first gained widespread attention through their appearances on television and their reality show, Abby and Brittany. The Hensel twins, born in 1990, are dicephalic parapagus twins, meaning that they are joined side by side, each controlling one side of their shared body. They have distinct personalities and capabilities, but share a body below the neck. Their life story has been well documented since they first appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show in 1996, showcasing their remarkable coordination and cooperation. His background includes a career as a U.S. Army veteran and a registered nurse, which speaks to his dedication to service and care. He met and married Brittany after his service, and they live in Minnesota, where the twins are elementary school teachers. The paternity suit against him also involves another individual, Gavin Vanstall, adding layers to the legal proceedings. Genetic testing has been part of the process, although the results have not been publicly disclosed. His legal troubles started to unfold while everyone watched, trying to understand the deeper meaning behind such an unusual case. Meanwhile, she, along with her twin sister, had to deal with not only the challenges of their unique physical connection, but also the constant attention from the public. She became well known years ago after appearing on the Oprah Winfrey Show in 1996. From that moment, their life as dicephalic parapagus twins, two individuals with one body but separate heads, made them a source of endless curiosity. She, who controls the right side of their shared body, and her sister, who manages the left, have always had their own hopes and dreams. Despite the challenges that come with their unique situation, they've shown incredible teamwork and a strong sense of mutual respect. Their story is not just about their physical condition, but also about their determination to live life to the fullest. Growing up under constant attention wasn't easy for her and her sister, but they managed to keep their lives grounded and private most of the time. In 2012, they stepped into the spotlight for a bit with their reality show, which followed their big life events like graduating from Bethel University in Minnesota, starting their teaching careers, and navigating adult life as conjoined twins. The show gave viewers a glimpse into their academic and personal experiences, as well as the challenges they faced due to their unique connection. However, they made sure to keep their romantic lives private, believing that not everything needed to be shared with the public, despite how interested people were in them. In 2021, she married him, a former military medic who became a nurse, in a small, intimate ceremony with only close family and friends. Up until this point, their relationship had stayed out of the media's focus. But by the end of 2023, news of their marriage became public, sparking even more curiosity. People had lots of questions about how romantic relationships work for her and her sister, given their situation. The sisters had mentioned their dreams of marriage and starting a family in the past, but they always kept the details vague. In one documentary, she had said, "Yes, we want to be moms one day, but we're not ready to explain how it will happen just yet." The story continues as she, together with her sister, face the next set of trials that life throws their way, each step revealing more about their unique bond. The paternity case. Despite being open about certain aspects of their lives, Abby and her sister always had to balance what they wanted to share with what the world wanted to know. The marriage of Josh Bowling and her had already caught the attention of many people, but it was the legal battles that followed that really put them in the spotlight. In the fall of 2023, things took a dramatic turn when his ex-wife, Annika Bowling, filed a paternity claim against him, which caused a media storm. Annika and he had been married in 2010 and divorced in 2019, with the divorce finalized the next year. They had an 8-year-old daughter named Isabella from their time together. Even though their split seemed peaceful at first, with both parents staying involved in Isabella's life, things quickly became more complicated. After their divorce, Annika had another daughter in 2020, and it was this child who became the center of a heated legal dispute. Annika claimed that he might be the biological father of this younger child, even though the baby was born after they had separated. This accusation hadn't come up before, bringing a whole new twist to their divorce, which had seemed to be settled. To make things even more complicated, Annika's current partner, Gavin Vanstall, was also pulled into the situation. There was speculation that Gavin might be the father, which added another layer to an already messy case. The court stepped in, asking both him and Gavin to take DNA tests to figure out who the child's father really was. The results of these tests would have major consequences for everyone involved. But this wasn't the worst part. With so many lives and relationships tangled in this case, the truth had the potential to change everything, not just for him and Annika, but also for their children and their new partners. For Josh, dealing with this legal battle felt like his life was being turned upside down. He had moved on from his past with Annika, started a new chapter with her, and was focused on building their future together. But now his past had come back into the picture, threatening to disrupt everything he had worked for. The emotional weight was heavy, affecting not just him, but her too, as she stood by her husband while they both faced the intense public attention. The timing couldn't have been worse. Just as the world was beginning to take in the news of Josh and her marriage, court documents about the paternity claim were made public, adding a whole new layer of complexity to their story. She, who was used to being in the spotlight but always valued her privacy, now had to deal with the media poking into her personal life. Her twin sister, Brittany, was also pulled into the situation, as the two are often seen together in public and share a close bond. As the public interest grew, she and Britney decided to address the attention through their popular TikTok account. Although they didn't go into details about the lawsuit, they posted a video acknowledging the spike in online activity. In the video, they thanked their followers and briefly touched on the negative comments, saying, "The internet is extra loud today," followed by a heart emoji and hashtags like love and marriage. This calm and thoughtful response showed their ability to handle pressure, keeping their composure while navigating both public and personal challenges. As the legal case moved forward, the drama hit its peak in early 2024 at the Washington County District Court in Minnesota. The main issue was figuring out who the father of Annika's younger daughter was. Both he and Gavin had taken DNA tests as part of the case. Many people were guessing about what would happen. Some thought Annika was trying to cause trouble for him because he had remarried, while others believed she had genuine concerns about the child's paternity. The key moment in the courtroom came in March of 2024, when the DNA results were revealed. The tension was high as it was announced that Gavin Vatnsdal was the biological father of Annika's child, not Josh. This news was a huge relief for him, as it meant he had no legal or parental obligations toward the child. Judge Siv Myenger ruled that Gavin's name should be added to the birth certificate, and all responsibilities were officially removed from him. For Josh, this ruling marked the end of a long and stressful ordeal. The lawsuit had put pressure on his new marriage to her, but now, with the case behind them, he could focus on their future together. The outcome also brought closure for Annika, giving her clarity that Gavin was indeed the father, allowing her to move forward with him and their child. But this wasn't the only challenge he and she had to face. Even though the legal battle was over, the emotional toll it took was still something they had to work through together, as they continued to build their life as a couple. Even after the legal battle ended, the public's interest didn't fade. News outlets around the world continued to show clips of the intense courtroom moments, while social media was filled with reactions. Many people showed their support for him and her, praising how calm and mature they were through such a tough time. On the other hand, some were still doubtful, wondering about the real reasons behind the lawsuit and guessing about the relationships between him, Annika, and Gavin. The story of her and Britney Hensel has always fascinated people, not just because of the recent court drama, but because of their unique life as conjoined twins. People have long been curious about how they go about their daily lives, build relationships, and now, how she manages marriage. The paternity dispute only added more questions, as the public wondered how she and Josh handled such a complicated situation. As they step into the next phase of their lives, the echoes of the past challenges linger, setting the stage for new beginnings. The Hensel twins' continued journey under public scrutiny. Even though the court case is over, it's clear that Abby, Britney, and Josh will continue living their lives in the public eye. But if their past is any indication, they will handle this attention with the same strength and grace they've always shown. Abby and Britney have always been open about the challenges they face as conjoined twins, but they've also made sure to keep their personal lives private. This latest chapter may have been unexpected, but it's just one more challenge they've faced with resilience and determination. Even with the court case behind them, the weight of public opinion and constant media attention would still be something they would have to deal with as they moved forward. Now that the paternity case is settled, Abby and he can finally focus on building their life together. Both of them work as teachers in Minnesota, and they hope to live a quiet life, away from the constant attention. However, because of her connection to Britney and their unique situation as conjoined twins, it's hard for them to fully escape the public eye. They have talked about their hopes of starting a family one day, but they've chosen to keep the details of that part of their life private for now. For the moment, they are focused on their careers and staying close to the people they care about. Even though journalists may continue to dig into their personal lives, they are determined to live life on their own terms. They have faced the challenges of being conjoined twins in the spotlight, handling both emotional and legal struggles, all while continuing to follow their own path with strength and courage. But that wasn't the end of their trials. Although the paternity case brought plenty of stress, it's clear that with the case behind them, Abby and he are ready to move forward. Now that the legal fight is over, he can give his full attention to his life with her. Together, they're prepared to face whatever comes next. While their unusual situation might still catch the media's attention, Their calm and steady approach shows they are ready for anything. Abby and Brittany Hensel, the famous conjoined twins, continue to live remarkable lives in 2024. Now in their 30s, they have faced challenges that most people would find hard to overcome. The world first got to know them through media appearances in their own TLC show, Abby and Brittany. Lately, though, they've chosen to stay out of the spotlight, only sharing updates occasionally. The twins are both elementary school teachers in Minnesota, working at Sunnyside Elementary, where they teach fifth graders. In the classroom, they have found a special way to work together. While one sister teaches, the other helps out, creating a smooth and successful learning environment for their students. Both of them are fully certified teachers, but they are only paid as one person. This highlights the difficulty society sometimes has in recognizing them as individuals, even though they share a body. Despite this, they are completely committed to their jobs and deeply care about helping their students grow. Abby made headlines when she married Josh Bowling, a nurse and former military serviceman. What really caught people's attention was that they kept their wedding private for quite some time before sharing any details. Many who have followed the story were curious about how this wedding would work, especially since only she was getting married. But as usual, they handled the public's curiosity with grace, only giving small glimpses into her life with him. While they've kept most details of their life private, it's clear that they are handling their unique situation with the strength they've always shown. One particularly memorable moment at the wedding was when Abby and he had their first dance as husband and wife. Brittany stayed close by, but allowed the spotlight to stay on the couple. This shows the strong bond and understanding between the twins as they continue to balance their shared and individual lives. Despite the challenges of being physically and emotionally connected, they have always expressed their determination to lead full and independent lives. But this wasn't the hardest part. The real test lies in how they continue to manage their lives in ways that respect their individuality while staying connected as twins. Their story is a powerful reminder of how resilience and support can help them overcome even the toughest situations. People are wondering if Abby and he are thinking about having kids, and it's got everyone curious about how their situation would work out. Even though they haven't said anything official yet, the idea that they might start a family is still a big topic for their fans. They handle these personal questions with grace, only sharing what they feel comfortable with. As time goes on, their fans continue to look forward to any updates about their lives. They, in general, like to keep some things private, but now and then they give small glimpses into their lives through social media or interviews. Their journey is something that continues to fascinate and inspire many people, as they handle life in a way that earns both admiration and respect. Do you think society fully understands and respects their individual lives and choices? Let us know, and don't forget to subscribe for more.